No, I don't use fertilizer on my indoor plants. If you want to know the answer as to why I don't use fertilizer and what I use instead, just keep watching. All indoor plants are not created equal. Trying to figure out which plant needs to be fertilized and which ones don't has been a major concern of mine for a very long time. So therefore, I skip fertilizing my indoor plants. Let me explain to you my reasoning behind this. Plants are so similar to us. Like us, they need proper nutrients to stay healthy and alive. So would you start taking a medical supplement such as vitamins and minerals without first finding out from your medical doctor whether you are deficient in those vitamins or minerals? No, you would not. Because you could overdose on vitamins and minerals, which can possibly cause health issues and sometimes even death. The same with your indoor plants. You should never assume it needs fertilizer just because you learn that all plants need to be fertilized every so often. No, that's not safe for your indoor plants. You should first examine your plants to see if they need fertilizing. There are indicators that your plants need to be fertilized. But before I go into the indicators, let me tell you that plants need a whole lot of nutrients just like us. But there are some main nutrients that all plants must have to stay healthy and well. Those nutrients are 1. Nitrogen, the mineral that encourages lush green leaf growth of your indoor plants. 2. Phosphorus, the mineral that helps promote growth and strengthen the roots and stems of your indoor houseplant. And 3. Potassium, the mineral that gives your indoor plant strength to be healthy overall and to be able to fight off diseases that tries to attack the plants. So here's those indicators that let me know my plants are deficient in one or the other. Indicator number 1, the plant stems seem to be weak. Indicator number 2, the plant has slow root development. Indicator number 3, the plant has small leaves that should be larger. Indicator number 4, the plant should be blooming but is not blooming. Indicator number 5, the plant looks like it's weak, droopy, and withering. And last but not least, indicator number 6, the plant has lost its natural color to a much lighter color. So, on to the second answer I promised you. What do I use instead of fertilizer? There are some alternatives to using fertilizer. First, let me discuss some alternatives I've heard about but never tried it. You've all heard of the homegrown fertilizers, such as using eggshells and using milk and so forth. I can't say a whole lot about those things except I would never use eggshells nor milk on my indoor houseplants. I don't know how good they are, but I do know eggshells and milks will eventually cause your soil to have a very bad odor. So I don't try any homegrown fertilizers at this time. So here is my alternative to using fertilizers. I use fresh potting mix or potting soil. The potting mix, if bought correctly, will give your plant all the proper nutrients it needs to be healthy. Therefore, you won't need to use fertilizer. So when I think my plant needs fertilizing, I remove some of the topsoil from the top of the plant and around the plant. Removing the topsoil will make room for the fresh new potting mix. Now, if you repot your plants often, you have no need to fertilize your plants at all. But I don't usually repot my plants that often, so I just do a refreshment of the potting soil. Let me demonstrate to you guys how I do it. Get the proper potting mix. Not all potting mix has the 3 nutrients that I mentioned earlier in it. So make sure that your potting mix has all 3 of those ingredients. Then you take the plant that you've just examined and you found out that it needs to be fertilized. If you can, remove the plant from the pot. If you can't, you still can do this method without removing the plant from the pot. Remove as much as soil as possible from the plant and around the plant, being careful not to damage the roots. Now take the fresh potting mix and place it around the pot and on top of the plant. Again, as long as the new soil contains those 3 minerals I mentioned above, your plants will thrive without additional standalone fertilizer. Plus, you will never have to be concerned about over-fertilizing or under-fertilizing your indoor plants. This is the way I've taken care of my indoor plants for years. They are very healthy and beautiful as a result of how I take care of them. However, if you are still convinced that your houseplants need fertilizing, then go ahead and fertilize them. I'm in no way trying to tell you what to do to your plants. Your plants are your responsibility and not mine. I'm simply trying to share with you guys why I don't use fertilizer on my indoor plants. But I do hope that I've inspired some of you guys to inspect your plants before you fertilize them. They will thank you later. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.